Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Blue Falcon from Scooby-Doo. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. We're going to do a flying pose. A very, very Superman-ish pose because, you know, that's kind of what he is, right? Kind of a very Superman-ish character. I mean, you may not know who this is. I do. I mean, it's more from the 70s, right? That old Scooby-Doo. But I think they redid it, right? Didn't they do a whole series of a redone Blue Falcon? I mean, I know they did. I say it like I don't know. I know they did. I'm just saying I haven't seen it. That's where I'm trying to go with that. I've in doing my research and finding the pictures and whatnot, I saw that there is a new like 3D animated version of the Blue Falcon. But this is more of the 70s. That's what I'm going for. So that's a long way for me to say I'm doing the 70s version of Blue Falcon. Okay, so, but also, like I was saying, what I was trying to say too, though, is that it's very much a Superman pose. That he's going to be flying. And, yeah, pretty much what Superman does in the same kind of position. Let's see. So I'm bringing his legs together. Like that. And one foot is back behind the other so you don't really see it. But it can accent the falcon-like talon of his shoe, his boot, right? All right, so let's see. I'm gonna have this arm up into this muscle, and then I'm just gonna put this hand down in a fist. And he's got his gauntlets. And then a cape. So what do we do for the cape? We'll do kind of a flowing cape. That'll work. We're not falling off the page, right? Too far? No, we're good. We're good. Okay, so let me draw this arm real fast. But this is also a good practice in anatomy and, you know, where muscles bend. In this positioning. Because that's one thing I'm always trying to stress is understand where the bends are. And like when you raise your arm, like where these muscles go and that kind of thing. Versus where they normally are in your just regular standing position. Here. Okay, I'm just going to draw some knuckles. Because basically both hands are going to be in fists. Because he's a big old strong superhero. That'll work. Okay, so now I need to draw his hair bangs. Mask, which they're not bangs, but that's the one thing I always thought was funny when I was a kid is hair always reminded me, or the mask made it look like he had just bangs on his head, like big old bangs that come hanging down. Okay, so work. I've got his head kind of tilted up, so that's why the other challenge of making his costume work, because I wanted the Falcon look, you know, but also because he's flying, I have to put him in this specific position. There you go. That's what I'm trying to capture. The old Falcon look. Up there, down, and that'll be the color. There we go. Alright, that'll work. That'll work. Okay, sorry I go quiet. Sometimes when I go quiet it's because I'm concentrating, trying to get it right. Okay, and I think I got it on this one. I think I'm ready to go. So I say we let me erase some of these sketch lines, and then we can welcome everybody that skipped. If you're working with pencil, you just keep going. You don't need to erase. But I want my Sharpie to stand out, not all these sketch lines. So I'm gonna get rid of some of them. Not all of them, because I need the sketch. There's a whole point that I sketched, so I can have something to build on. Okay, I think that's gonna work. So, oh, you know what? I can't forget the big F on his shirt. It's got a big F for Falcon. You know what's funny? The F is red. It's not blue. I mean, I guess that makes more sense as he's blue, you know. But anyway. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased a majority of it, but left myself a faint ghost of an image that I could use to guide me on this Sharpie adventure. So I'm going to start with the Sharpie pen, because I can control the line widths much better, and I need that real quick for some fine details on his face. Just to give us some eyes, right? In the old 70s version, they're just black, but I need to do something, right? So for his eyelids, I'm just gonna draw like this, do the other one like this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and draw the retinas like this, and I can give him some pupils, just a little bit, because I can actually see them. Usually the characters are much smaller, trying to fit here. This one's going this way, so I've got a little bit more access to detail this time. So I can bring the bottom of his eyelid like that, but that's all I'm gonna do. Here there's an edge, so I can do it like that, but I don't want to draw underneath or it's gonna bleed, so I'm avoiding that. That's technically what I'm doing. So for his mask, it's gonna be right there in the middle of his face, kind of coming down to a point. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here to give me a start-stop point, so I know where I am. And to hide a few things, like where all that's going to be on his face. Okay. His head is tilted up a little bit, so that's why we're at a slightly different angle. So for his nose, I'm going to come down here, and I can see the edge. I'm going to go ahead and draw just a little bit of a nostril there. This one I'm going to come in and do like that. And I'll go ahead and draw also like a little bit of the bulb of the nose. And for his mouth, we're just going to give him the old superhero frowny face. You know, he's more concentrated on where he's going, what he's doing, than looking pretty or smiling. Okay, so here's the edge of his face. And I'm going to start to thicken it up a little bit too, because when I switch over to this other Sharpie, you're going to see a huge difference in line width. So I'm trying to prepare for how that's going to look. We're going to give him a old dimple chin. It seemed to be an old superhero thing they used to do. Old strong dimple chin like that. And I'm going to bring up the edge because his mask does have an edge. So I can actually, you know, draw a jawline all the way around. And then just kind of do one of these. All right. Let's see. So now I think I'm going to switch over to the big Sharpie and see where we go from here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to draw the beak of his mask, the front, whatever you want to call it, like this. It's going to come down here, connect there like that. But see how thick that is? That's all I was trying to match how it's going to look. Then I'm going to draw the eye like this. That little like brow type kind of thing for the eye. I don't want to draw in the pupil. I'm going to let color take care of that. But I'm going to draw the top of the head like this, coming down to the back like that. Make sense? Awesome. All right, so there's the bottom of his neck down to his neck. Yeah, I don't know why I'm coming up with a different word for it. And he's got a cape that kind of flows and whatnot. So I'm going to start to draw. Here's the center. I'm going to start to draw out from there. Okay, like this, and just kind of build in a billowy cape type of layered material. Okay. Like that. All right, now I've got his arms raised up on this side especially, so this one's flat, this one's more raised, so that's why you can only see like that much of it. Draw creases and folds. Okay, so since we're here, we might as well, you know, draw that. So I'm going to draw his arm. There's his shoulder, going up to his bicep, into the crook of his arm, and I'm going to draw the bottom of it too, so you see where we are and get the idea of the feel for the arm. So here's the elbow. There's the bottom of the bicep coming into his chest, like this. Okay, does that make sense? You see where we are now? So now I can draw the forearm to the gauntlet. And he's got like these big old huge wrist gauntlets. They're kind of exaggerated like that. And for the inside, I'll use the smaller Sharpie, again, just to kind of, you know, give it a special, like a second layer to it, you know, to kind of exaggerate or to complement it, really. Okay. All right, and it's pretty much a skin tight uniform, so we're not going to add much more as far as body details. But I'm going to do a Superman pose is basically what it is. So I'm going to draw his fist with a thumb like this. And then I can draw his fingers. We're looking at the front view, so pretty much like this. So I'm just going to draw them all tucked in. Tucked in and ready to fight. Like that. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Let's see. There we go. All right, so this one is pretty much the same thing, but sticking out this way. So I guess it's not the same thing, right? So again, we're just going to draw musculature. So shoulder, bicep to the elbow. Again, I'll do the other side so you see where we are. And I'm avoiding drawing the chest all the way across because he's got a big F right there, and I'm trying to leave it subtle so you can see it. Okay, so there's the other side of his pec. We're going to say to his bicep like that. This one's coming in here. There's to the crook of the arm, to the gauntlet. There's the elbow, again to the gauntlet. So I'm going to do a big, oversized gauntlet looking thing. Wrist gauntlet, whatever you want to call it. And again, I'm leaving room for accents with this Sharpie. And here I'm kind of drawing a different position. Like here you saw it, you can see the middle. This one's turned slightly so you see more of the insides of this side the way it's turned. That's kind of what I was going for. Okay. Again, I'm going to draw a little bit of creases and folds for the material, but not much because it's a skin-tight suit. Alright, so this one's the back of the hand, so all we're going to do is draw. We're pretty much drawing this, so you're just going to draw lumps. That's all about it. You just got to draw it in the right kind of shape of a lump, you know? And that's pretty much it. Because we're drawing the back of the hand, we're kind of getting away with, with drawing exactly that, the back of the hand. So, you know, that's it. That's all we got to do. That's the nice thing about drawing a Superman pose or a fist or stuff like that. Yeah, we kind of get away with hiding a few things. So, all right. So now I'm going to draw his rib cage into his waist, and so you see he's just kind of tilted back, so you're going to see the rib cage over here too, into his stomach, his waist, like that. And he's got a certain belt on that's got a, I was going to say an eagle, but it's a falcon, right? Obviously, it's a falcon, silly. So let me draw the like tube belt design things that are on his side here. I wanted to draw that first so I could make them a little bit over the belt to make it exaggerated in the way they drew it. And it's pretty much just a regular old belt. And then we're going to draw the falcon on it. Like that. And I mean, he does have, you know, pecs and whatnot, but here's the thing too. He's got a big old F on his chest, so that's why I wanted to leave that pretty much blank and not connect it, and leave room for the way it's going to look. So we're just going to draw a big old F like this, coming across, and it kind of goes in, does a big circle thing. Comes back, cuts in on itself like that. All right, so see, that's why I didn't want to, you know, cut through there, because I wanted to leave it open for the F design. Oh, okay, so we got to do the falcon. So we're going to do a head like this, and then we're going to do some wings in to the center. Like that. It's pretty simple. That's the nice thing about this old 70s design, is they kept it very simple, plus it was simple to animate. That's why they kept it super simple. Okay, so legs back. I'm just going to draw, and his tights and whatnot, he's got underwear like the Superman look, but it's all one color. So we're going to draw his booty to his legs, down to his knees, and then we're going to draw to his boot, basically. And so for the front, we're going to draw to his knee, again to the boot leg. And we'll give him a little bit of a knee, but let's do it with small Sharpie. Okay, again, so his tights are like this. And that'll, again, be all the same color, but he's still wearing tights, you know? The old, super regular old boots, but they've got a toe, talon toe. So I'm gonna do something like this, just to accent the, oh, now they are rings, like I don't know why, so that's why I'm just kind of doing something like this, just to accent the look of it, and you'll see why in a second. So for his toe, I'm just gonna draw the foot down like this, and just draw like a little claw like that, and then we'll accent that with this. Now I just drew bumps. It doesn't have to match to each one. I'm just gonna go across, and we're just gonna say it's like a patterned styled look. So it doesn't matter if it's not perfectly across, you know. We'll say that's the front of the boot, and then oh, but it goes across. Okay, all right. And let's see, and this one's gonna go over like this, and then we'll say this one comes down like that. And that's how they have it looking. All right, I like that. Pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing with the other leg, but it's back behind this one. So all we can really do is draw this thigh. There's that knee. There's that boot. And then the toe coming down like this. Like that. All right. We still got the cape to draw, so don't worry. We still got a little bit more. So again, I'm gonna accent those in, just bring them in. Like that. Pretty cool. I like that. It's a fun design. All right, so let's just give him a cape. And so I just got it flowing out. So if it's going over here, it's going to come down here like this. See, nothing too crazy, just a flying old cape. Of course, if I make a point, keep it to a point. I just made that a big old gross bump. Let's do this one coming down here like this. So we're gonna say it's coming like this. Pick it back up right about there. Flying out, and we'll say the edge is on this one. Something like that. So that means it's gonna curl back there. That, and that's where it's going to meet, basically. All right, just a few little extra highlights just to draw those, you know, those extra lines like that, just to make it, you know, a cape. You always draw those extra lines, right? Just to show that it's got wear and tear. Not wear and tear, it's got movement. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Perfect, there we go. So I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Blue Falcon from Scooby-Doo. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.